How's it going, everybody? Today I've got a really cool ration. Of course, they're all cool, but this one is super cool. This is a Russian FSB mountain ration. Now, there's a couple of different kinds that you can find out there. This one is one of the real ones. You can tell by just the sheer size of this. This is meant for one soldier for one day, and it has a total of about, I think, somewhere in the neighborhood of about 6,000 calories. This one is dated from July 17th. Let's get closer. July 17th, 2017, with an expiration date of May 17th, 2019. So it's definitely still in date. I'm doing this one kind of in tandem with another reviewer, Btemple in Canada. He also did one of these. He did a menu number 2 today, and he did the unboxing of his. So his is one of the older style, and mine's one of the newer styles. Even though his is still still in date, this one is the newer model. So we're going to see what differences are, and in my description I'll link to his review. So go check it out as well, and you can see the differences between the newer style and the older style. Now, this comes in a plastic container with a handle on it that they strap to their pack. Once it's open, though, it's open. So let's go ahead and open it up and see what we get. Now, of course, this does have the contents list on the front, and I didn't take the time to actually translate any of it, because where would the fun be in that? So we'll just slice this cover off. All right, so right off the bat, here's one of the neat things with these mountain rations is the flameless ration heater. Normal Russian rations don't come with these, so this ought to be fun to check out. Here we have a second one. And of course, remember, this is a 24-hour ration, so it'll come with things, enough to heat up all the meals. Here we have wet wipes. You have the green side or the white. I don't know which is which, but they one's for your weapon or your equipment, and one's for your hands, or your utensils, rather. I say equipment. Here we have what I'm guessing is I'm gonna guess sugar. So we have 3 of those. It would have helped if I really had translated first. Here we have our small folding Esbit stove with the Strike Anywhere tablets, which, by the way, I love these right here. You just rub them across the striker to light them. You don't need matches. These are awesome. Okay, here we have. Oh, see, I'm gonna have to translate it all. So we'll hold on to that for a minute. Actually, I guess I'm gonna have to hold on to all of it and translate. Whoa, a little blurry on this one. Okay, so we've done a little translating, and this is cheese. Okay, and why this has gone blurry on me, I have no idea. There we go. Okay, so we've got cheese. Some of these I'm going to be a little off on, but we'll try. This is a kasha with, I think, with meat. Retort pouch. This will obviously go in one of the flameless ration heaters. This one was a packet of macaroni. I'm not sure if there's meat with this or not. This will be one of our other mains. Here we have a soup mix, kind of like in the IRP BS, I think. Here we have beef. I'm not sure how it is in there, but this is beef. And again, I apologize, my translator is a little weird today. This is actually translates to minced meat, or maybe it's minced beef. And here I believe we have another dried kasha. And imagine this is a kasha with beef or something along those lines. Here we have a very large packet of apple jam. We have 5 packets of crackers, of course, or biscuits, always good. Then we have a hazelnut chocolate spread. 3 spoons. And we start getting into our drink mixes. So we have 3 of them that all look exactly the same. We have tea bags. Here's 2. I'm sure there's more. Here's our matches, which we don't even need because the fuel tablets actually are self-striking. Here's another kasha, so we'll have to check that one out in a minute. And we have the chocolate bars, which we should have. Yep, we have 5 chocolate bars, which is a very unique thing to this ration, which is awesome. We have a fruit bar. And then we have 1 coffee. Oops. Napkins. A contents list with calorie counts. We have pepper, water purification tablets, and of course our cool little, I call this thing a weapon. I mean, it's an arrowhead, but this is for opening pouches. And we have an instruction sheet. So that's everything that's in this ration. It's quite a bit of food, and this will be awesome to check out. We're going to do breakfast first, and then we'll come back with another review and a second one, and we'll do dinner and lunch. So hold on, and I'll get this all separated out, and we'll get breakfast out. Okay, worst time translating ever. So we're just going to go with what I think is what Btemple went with in his breakfast. Now some of my stuff's a little bit different than his, like my apple jam. I mean, this is a humongous pouch of it. His looked a little bit smaller. He may have gotten 2 or 3. Anyway, so we're going to start out with what I believe is a beef soup, or kasha with beef in the soup. So we're going to find out with that. Actually, let's... And again, this is a guess. Why? Because everything I'm doing is a guess. So here we have our dried soup. It smells really good. Let's add some hot water to it. Now, if I'm wrong on any of this, I'd say, yeah, you can say I'm wrong, but just know in advance that I didn't translate it very well. So we're going to let that sit and rehydrate a little bit. It's very savory smelling. We'll just set that over there. Next up, I'm going to have what I believe is a breakfast rice with fruit. And I was right with this. Okay, so this one is a breakfast rice with raisins. So I'm just going to actually, we'll just put it in here. And it's got dried milk with it. So we'll add water. Give that a little stir. Let that soak up the water real well in the milk. Get that rehydrated. Doesn't really seem like much of a portion at all. All right, we'll let that absorb for a few minutes. Next up, we'll check out our fruit bar. Wow, that is one solid chunk of fruit right there. It actually smells pretty good though. Let's go ahead and mix up our fruit. All right, let's mix up our fruit drink. Whoa, sorry about that. Gonna go Love Gun on that one. Slide our tray back. Wow, very fruity smell on that. Lots of large sugar crystals, of course. All right, next we'll mix up our coffee. Or actually, we're gonna have tea with breakfast. We'll add a little bit of our sugar. All right, give that a quick stir. Check out our chocolate bar. This ration is quite massive, so each meal is quite large. Here we have a little bit of bloom on the chocolate, you can see. It's not bad, but there is just a slight bit. Next, we'll open up our apple jam, and this is a massive pouch of it. Get a cracker. Love this apple butter, probably one of the best spreads in any ration out there. All right, our rice with raisins is definitely soaked up all the water. We're gonna go ahead and give that a try first. Get some of the raisins. It's actually really nice, but oddly enough, it's got a little bit of a salty flavor to it. The rice is like, no, it's hard to explain. The raisins are good; they're rehydrated. The rice is just kind of it's just kind of there, but it's got a sweet but salty at the same time flavor to it. They should really incorporate this into more of their rations. This is absolutely delicious. All right. You get a quick drink of the tea. The tea is always good. Cannot complain there. Let's check out this soup, which seems to be really, I'm hoping it's a soup. It might have just been a porridge that I messed up, and, you know, because again, I didn't really translate well. So it looks like a thick porridge. Akasha, like just Akasha porridge, so let's try it out. That's got little bits of carrots in it. Lots of savory spices. Really delicious. There's got little chunks of beef in it, dehydrated beef. Very tasty. Probably could have used a little bit more water, but it seems to be perfect the way it is. It's like a buckwheat, I think. Absolutely delicious. This is like I said, like the IRPBS, which was all freeze-dried. And that's really tasty. Let's try out a cracker with some apple jam on it. All right, next up we're going to try our fruit bar. Soft. It's got some seeds in it, like maybe it's made with figs. Really good flavor to this. Yeah, definitely not dry. It's a fig bar. We'll try our chocolate next. Russian chocolate's always pretty good. Can't go wrong with that. It's got a little bit of a tea to wash that down. All right, next up we're going to try this pink drink. That's the only way I can describe it. It's got a fruity flavor. It's sweet, but I can't really pick up exactly what flavor. And with a lot of the Russian drinks, I really do have a problem picking up the exact flavor. So far this has been breakfast. Like I said, check out Btemple's version, or his ration, which was a menu number 2, and it was the older style FSB ration. Again, we've had the akasha with beef, I guess soup or porridge, our fruit bar, our apple jam, our rice with raisins and milk, chocolate bar, drink, and our tea. And we'll come back with you with lunch and dinner sometime soon. Hope you enjoyed it. And again, please excuse the translations. I dropped the ball on this one. Thanks. Bye.